Hey friends, today we're going to make some scratch art. So I've started this one, but we'll finish it off together. All you're going to need for this is crayons, has to be crayons, can't be markers or pencil crayons, has to be crayons, and black paint or any paint you have. Black makes the contrast really cool. You can see with this one, it's really big difference, but any kind of paint is cool, but go for a darker color. What you're going to do first, and you need a coin. So what you're going to do first is color your piece of paper. So I already started this one because it takes a long time. The harder you color, the better it's going to turn out, and you want to cover the entire page. It doesn't need to be a photo, like a picture of something. It can just be random colors and shapes. You'll see that on this one, there's a rainbow of colors in the art that I'm making. So I'm just going to color this one, but I'm going to make sure I'm coloring really hard. Alright, so something like this is what your page should look like. It should be all colored. I would avoid using yellows just because they're really light, but doesn't mean you can't use them. I just feel like they don't show up as well. You can also make this project on printer paper. I chose Cardstock. I'd rather that for something I'm painting on, but it doesn't really matter. If you have it, cool. If you don't, that's fine too. So yeah, now I am going to paint this. So I put this garbage bag down on my table so that none of the paint gets onto it. So I'm just going to put the paint right onto my paper. And then I put the garbage bag down just so I don't have to worry about being clean. Alright, so we're painting. You want to make sure there's a thick layer. So you might have to do more than one. Right now, looks like this. But if you can kind of see, there's a little bit of cracks in that. So I'm just going to do a layer. It doesn't exactly matter what paint you use. I prefer acrylic, so that's what I bought from the dollar store, but up to you. Whatever you have in your house should be okay. Gotta get all those edges. Paint everywhere. Wear clothes that you don't worry about getting paint on. Okay, so my first layer is done, but it's still a little bit see-through. It's pretty shiny actually right now, but it's a little bit see-through, so I'm gonna let it dry for a minute, and then I'm gonna do another coat, and I'm gonna use a different brush. So it's not quite dry, but we're gonna do it anyway. So we're gonna put a little bit more paint down. We're gonna use our other brush. And we're going to spread it all around until maybe get a little bit more paint. We don't want there to be any, we don't really want to see the crayon anymore. It's all gone. Okay, once that's done, you have to let it dry for probably like 10 minutes. But lucky for you guys, I already did this yesterday. So, you're going to take your coin. Oh, that's too high. You're going to take your coin and you're going to scratch off the black paint. You don't need to push too hard, but you also don't need to be nervous about it. The crayon isn't going to go anywhere. Only the paint's going to go places. So for this, I like to make patterns because I think it looks really cool. You can do whatever you want. It's just going to be, you're not going to know what colors are underneath until you're already scratching off the paint. So I'm going to start my pattern. Alright, so there is my final scratch art. It's a little bit abstract. I tried to put a flower in the middle. You get to do whatever you want. If you have trouble with the paint coming in, just go over it a second time with your coin. It just means you probably put a really good layer of paint there.